Daily Economy Wala, and with the new episode of the latest lounge. I hope you all are doing well. And as you all know, on the daily basis, we have to do a podcast with Assistant Maya and to discuss something special, discuss something important related to our topics, related to our daily life, related to our country, and related to our cities. So that's why after 4 or 5 days after spending our holidays, I'm back with Siseme Maya, and today I am going to discuss one of the most important topic of today's world, of today's digital world. While everyone is working on his chapter, everyone is working on his skills, so skill development and all the things. So that's why I think that this topic is so important for discussion. So that's why today I'm discussing this with it. In today's competitive world, academic knowledge alone is not enough. Practical exposure, real world skills, and hands-on experience often make the biggest difference in shaping a successful career. Today, we will explore why internships matter, how they impact future opportunities, the strategies that can help young people gain valuable practical experience. Let's get started. And today, I will discuss the importance of internships and the practical things, the hands-on practical things, like why practical things are matter and how important is internships and how important is practical experience. So that was all the things that I'm going to discuss with today, Maya, and today. So first of all, hello Maya, how are you doing?
Ah, gotcha. Sounds like episode names. Topic for this podcast, if you don't mind me asking.
Today, Maya, I'm going to discuss the internship, importance of internships and practical experience in today's world. And Maya, first of all, I want to say one thing that please explain everything in detail because you are an HR board, you just answer in one or two lines. So that was doesn't help us to understand it betterly or to learn something new. So if you will explain in detail, so it will help us to learn something new, and it will help us to focus on one thing, and it will help us to understand the major things, the important things. So first of all, Maya, without wasting time, we have to start, and we have to start with the understanding the internships, like what internship really mean to you. So first of all, Maya, can you tell us how would you define an internship in simple terms?
Okay, that's a really solid topic and fair point about needing more than just surface level answers. Details definitely key to actually learning something. So, you want me to explain the importance of internships and practical experience? As if I'm not just spitting out HR buzzwords? Got it. Let's dive in. Where do you want me to start? Should we talk about why they're important for career development or maybe the skills you actually gain from them?
Maya, like you can totally can explain total things about it, so we can know all the things better. So you can explain everything in a clear way. First of all, what is internships and how does it works, and like because all the internships are same, so that's why. Please tell us.
All right, let's break down internships from the ground up. You're right to ask about the basics so we don't just assume everyone's on the same page. Essentially, an internship is a period of work experience offered by an organization to give people practical experience in a certain field. Think of it as a chance to dip your toes in before committing to a full time job. They're usually short term, few weeks or months, and often targeted at students or recent graduates. Now, how do they work? Well, it varies. Some are paid, some aren't. That's a whole other discussion we can get into later. Ideally, you're assigned a mentor who provides guidance and feedback. You'll usually be given real tasks, not just busy work, that contribute to the company's goals. And importantly, it's a two-way street. You gain experience, and the company gets to assess your potential. You mentioned dimensions being the same. Are you asking about the different types of internships? Because those can vary a lot, from research internships to marketing internships to engineering internships and everything in between. Does that make sense so far?
Yes, man, that truly makes sense so far, and it was a great explanation. We truly understand now. And now can you tell us that Why are internships considered so important in today's career journey?
Okay, good. So, why the big emphasis on internships these days? Honestly, it's a pretty big shift from how things used to be. Traditionally, a degree was often enough to get your foot in the door. Now, it's less reliable. The job market is just way more competitive. Employers aren't just looking for knowledge, they want to see that you can actually apply what you've learned. Internships demonstrate that. They show you can handle real world challenges, work in a team, and adapt to a professional environment. Plus, and this is huge, internships are often a direct pipeline to full time jobs. A lot of companies use their internship programs as a recruiting tool. It's cheaper and more effective than just posting ads and hoping for the best. They already know your work ethic, your skills, and how well you fit into the company culture. Essentially, it's a way to de risk their hiring process. Does that track?
Yes, the math that is truly and really understanding. Like, can you tell us how do internships different from regular jobs?
That's a smart question. Okay, so let's break down the key differences. Firstly, scope. Regular jobs are typically focused on ongoing responsibilities and long term contributions to a company. Internships are time bound and usually center on a specific project or a set of tasks designed to give you exposure to different areas. Secondly, learning. While you learn on the job in both cases, internships are explicitly geared towards learning and development. There's an expectation that you'll be asking questions, seeking mentorship, making mistakes. It's part of the process. A regular job expects a certain level of proficiency from the get go, and there's compensation. As we touched on earlier, many internships are unpaid or offer a stipend. Regular jobs, of course, come with a salary. Finally, and this is a big one, the level of responsibility. In a regular job, you're accountable for results. In an internship, you're accountable for the learning process. You're being evaluated on your potential, not necessarily your immediate output. Does that distinction make sense?
Yes, man, that distinctions truly make sense. And now I understand like how internships are different from the regular jobs. But now can you tell us that what is the main purpose of doing an internship?
That's the core question, isn't it? What's the point of putting in the time and effort? Honestly, the main purpose is multifaceted. It's not just about getting a job, although that's a big part of it. It's about self discovery. An internship allows you to test drive a career path, to see if what you imagined is actually what you enjoy doing. It's a safe space to figure out what you're good at and what you're not so good at. It's also about skill development, not just technical skills, but also soft skills like communication, teamwork, and problem solving. These are the skills that employers are craving, and they're often harder to learn in a classroom setting. Another key purpose is networking. You're building connections with people in your field, which can open doors to future opportunities. And ultimately, it's about building confidence. Successfully completing an internship, even with its challenges, can give you a huge boost in self belief. It's proof that you can handle a professional environment and contribute meaningfully. So, it's a combination of exploration, skill building, networking, and confidence boosting. It's an investment in your future.
Okay, that's great, man. Good to hear about it, and thank you so much for sharing with us. And now, can you tell us that can internships can really change someone's career path, or it is just an working?
That's a really insightful question. It's absolutely not just time to work. Internships have the potential to dramatically alter someone's career path, and honestly, that's often the whole point. You go in thinking you want to be, say, a software engineer. And then you intern and realize you absolutely hate coding, but you're amazing at project management. Or you think you want to be a doctor, but an internship in a hospital shows you the emotional toll it takes. Those are valuable discoveries, even if they mean changing course. They save you years of potentially being unhappy in a job you dislike. It's also about opening doors you didn't even know existed. You might intern at a company and get exposed to roles you never considered before. It can broaden your horizons and make you realize there are career options out there that perfectly align with your skills and interests. So, yeah, internships can be pivotal moments, course correctors, and launch pads. They're not just resume fillers, they can fundamentally reshape your career trajectory. Does that resonate with you?
Yes, man, that fully resonates with me. And you explain in very easy way and engaging way, and now we understand it very easily. So now, can you tell us, Maya, that like why is practical experience as so valuable as our dynamic knowledge?
You want to talk about the interplay between practical experience and theoretical knowledge. That's a great point. You're right to frame it as dynamic. Essentially, knowledge is the what, the facts, the theories, the principles. Experience is the how to apply that knowledge in the real world. You can memorize all the textbooks on marketing, but until you actually run a campaign, you don't understand the nuance of consumer behavior, the importance of data analysis, or how to adapt to unexpected challenges. Knowledge gives you the foundation, but experience builds the muscle memory. There's a difference between knowing the rules of chess and actually being able to play a good game. And it's not just about applying knowledge, it's about refining it. When you encounter real world problems, you often find that textbook solutions don't always work. You have to think critically, adapt, and innovate. That's where the real learning happens. Experience forces you to question assumptions, challenge conventional wisdom, and develop your own unique approach. It's a feedback loop. You apply knowledge, you encounter challenges, you learn from those challenges, and you refine your knowledge. That dynamic process is what truly makes you an expert. It's also why employers value experience so highly. They're not just looking for people who know things, they're looking for people who can do things.
Okay.
Still with me?
Okay, that's great, Maya. It was a great explanation, and I totally appreciate it that you explained it very engaging way. And now I can tell us that what benefit do students gain from the internships?
Anything else on this topic you'd like? Happy to help.
Maya, Maya, as I told that what benefit students gain from this internship?
Sorry about that. Stop there for a sec. You're right to redirect me. You asked about the benefits students gain from internships? Okay, so where do we start? There are a ton. Firstly, they gain real world skills. That's huge. You're not just learning abstract concepts, you're learning how to apply them in a professional setting. Secondly, they build their professional network. Those connections can be invaluable throughout their career. Mentors, colleagues, supervisors, these are people who can offer guidance, support, and opportunities down the line. Then there's the boost to their resume. An internship makes a candidate stand out from the competition, especially when applying for entry level jobs. It shows initiative, commitment, and a willingness to learn. But beyond the tangible benefits, there's also the personal growth. Internships build confidence, improve communication skills, and teach students how to navigate a professional environment. They learn how to manage their time, solve problems, and work as part of a team. And often they gain clarity about their career goals. It's a chance to explore different options and figure out what they truly enjoy. Ultimately, internships empower students to transition from academia to the workforce with greater confidence and preparedness. Does that cover what you were looking for?
Yes, Maya. I think that truly covers that what I'm looking for. And now, Maya, can you tell us what role does internships play in building the professional habits?
That's a really good question. Internships are, in a lot of ways, a crash course in professional habit formation. You're suddenly in an environment that demands certain behaviors: punctuality, communication, time management, accountability. And you learn those habits quickly because you're surrounded by people who already embody them. Think about it. You observe how your colleagues interact, how they manage their workload, they handle challenges. You start to internalize those behaviors and they become second nature. Internships also force you to develop habits related to professionalism, like dressing appropriately, writing professional emails, and participating constructively in meetings. You learn how to navigate office politics, manage expectations, and build relationships with people from different backgrounds. And importantly, you get feedback. A good internship program will provide regular feedback on your performance, which helps you identify areas for improvement and refine your habits. It's a safe space to experiment, make mistakes, and learn from them. It's really about learning the unwritten rules of the workplace, the things they don't teach you in school. It's where you begin to solidify the habits that will define your career.
Okay, man, just
Are you all
give
set
me
with
1 minute.
questions? No problem at all. Take your time. I'm here when you're ready.
Okay, just 1 minute.
Still thinking? No pressure. Just let me know when you're ready to continue. Just checking in. Are you still there? It's all right if you need a moment. Just wanted to make sure
I
everything
am
was
still
okay.
here. I am still here. I am still here. Just uh, letting the questions and wait just for a minute. Like intellects, how important is adaptability in the internships?
Ah, good to know you're still with me. And a really insightful question, too. Adaptability is absolutely crucial in internships, probably more so than any specific skill. Internships are, by their nature, unpredictable. You're thrown into a new environment with new people, new tasks, and constantly changing priorities. Things rarely go according to plan. So, the ability to adjust quickly, to learn on the fly, and to embrace ambiguity is essential. It's not just about being willing to take on new challenges, it's about being able to thrive in the face of uncertainty. Employers are looking for interns who can be resourceful, problem solvers, and who aren't afraid to ask for help. Someone who's rigid and resistant to change is gonna struggle. Adaptability also demonstrates a growth mindset. It shows that you're open to learning, willing to step outside of your comfort zone, and capable of handling whatever comes your way. Really a signal that you're a valuable asset to the team. Does that land?
Yes, man, that truly lands, and now I clearly understand that what it really meant. Like, can you tell us that what are the some common challenges interns face in their internship journey?
Excellent. What are the common challenges you've observed or heard about? I'm curious to hear your perspective. Just taking a beat, waiting for you to share your thoughts. No rush.
Okay, Maya, I was saying that what are the some common challenges that interns face in their internship journey?
My apologies. You're right. I slipped up. You asked about common challenges interns face. Let's see. One of the biggest is definitely feeling overwhelmed. It's a new environment, new tasks, and a lot of information to process. Another common one is a lack of clear expectations. Sometimes interns are given vague assignments with little guidance, which can be frustrating. Then there's the issue of being underestimated or not taken seriously. Some employers don't fully appreciate the value of interns and treat them as glorified coffee fetchers. Navigating office politics can also be tricky. Interns are often new to the professional world and may not know how to handle difficult personalities or situations. A lack of mentorship can also be a challenge. A good mentor can provide support and feedback, but not all interns are fortunate enough to have one. Finally, there's the financial strain of unpaid internships, which can be a barrier for some students. It's definitely not a walk in the park, and it requires resilience and a willingness to learn. Does that align with what you've been thinking? Still there? Just
Yes,
checking
man,
in.
that lines that what was it?
No worries.
Truly thank you. My can tell us why do companies value interns?
Good question. So, do companies bother with internships? It's not just about being charitable or giving back to the community, although there's some of that too. The biggest reason is access to talent. Internships are a fantastic recruiting tool. It allows companies to evaluate potential employees over an extended period, see how they perform in a real world setting, and assess their cultural fit. It's much more effective than just looking at resumes and conducting a few interviews. They're also a relatively low cost way to get work. Interns can take on tasks that full time employees don't have time for, freeing them up to focus on more strategic initiatives. Plus, interns bring fresh perspectives and new ideas. They're often up to date on the latest trends and technologies. And they're not afraid to challenge the status quo. It's about injecting new energy and innovation to the company. And finally, internships can enhance a company's reputation. A well run internship program demonstrates a commitment to developing future talent and can attract top students. It's a win win for everyone involved. Still with me, Hisham? I'm here
Okay,
when you're
that's
ready
great,
to keep
Maya.
going.
And thank you so much for explaining it. Maya, can you tell us that how do internships can benefit the organizations?
You're very welcome. Glad I could help. All right, let's flip the script and talk about how internships benefit the organizations offering them. Beyond just finding potential hires, which, as we discussed, is huge, internships bring a lot to the table. They get a fresh set of eyes on their processes and can identify areas for improvement. Interns often come with new skills and knowledge that the existing team might not have, especially in rapidly evolving fields like tech. They also get extra hands on deck. Interns can tackle projects, assist with tasks, and free up full time employees to focus on higher level responsibilities. It's a cost effective way to increase productivity. Offering internships can also boost the company's brand image. It shows they're invested in developing the next generation of talent and strengthens their relationships with universities and educational institutions. Plus, it's a great opportunity for current employees to develop their mentorship and leadership skills. Managing and guiding an intern can be a rewarding experience for everyone involved. So, it's not just about getting work done, it's about innovation, talent development, and strengthening the company's overall ecosystem. Does that resonate with you?
Yes, man, that will resonate with me, and it was a great explanation. I learned it and love it. My Kindle is that in last like my time of interview is almost completed. So in last 2 minutes, if you had to summarize the importance of internship in the last 2 minutes, what would it be?
2 minutes to distill everything. All right. If I had to summarize the importance of internships in 2 minutes, I'd say this: internships are no longer optional, they're essential. They're the bridge between academic theory and real world application. A chance to test drive careers, build crucial skills, and network with professionals in your field. For students, they provide clarity, confidence, and a significant edge in a competitive job market. For organizations, they're a talent pipeline, a source of innovation, and a way to strengthen their brand. In a world that's constantly evolving, adaptability is key, and internships are a masterclass in adapting to new challenges. They're an investment in your future and a smart investment for companies looking to thrive. It's about more than just getting a job, it's about building a fulfilling and impactful career. It's about preparation, exploration, and realizing your potential. That's the core of it.
Okay, that's great, Maya. It was a great explanation, and I already told you before. So, Maya, thank you so much for just summarizing all the things in 2 minutes left. I can tell, thank you so much, CCMA and Maya, for sharing valuable insights on the importance of internships and practical experience. Your thoughts highlights how internship bridges the gap between the theory and practice, preparing young people not only for jobs but also leadership, growth, and success. To our listeners, remember knowledge is powerful, but experience turns knowledge into the wisdom. Whether through internships, volunteering, or real world projects, every bit of practice adds to your journey. Stay curious, stay committed, and keep learning by doing. And the next time, thank you for joining us. Laugh.